everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Eckler again.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a gain of 9.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A gain of 5. And the Ravens first down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Tackle there by Jerry Tillery.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
The kick is good.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Chargers, nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here we go on 4th. Herbert eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And the Chargers first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They snap it to Herbert.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And he stopped immediately there. call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Chargers nothing. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, See, I was the high school slick brick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my balls on Rubik's Cube.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a short gain here down to the 22.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Herbert now. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
Jackson now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Finding room at midfield.
Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and goal from the 3. They'll run with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 6. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun, Eckler running it and shedding the tackle, and now some room.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Herbert. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert on first down now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jalen Guyton
39 yards.
And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's going to let it go again, and that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On first down, it's Herbert. Pass incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jalen Guyton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Ravens 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Another run here with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 30 yards.
And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 24, Ravens 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now it's Jackson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Tucker's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards there for number 15. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 64 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Herbert to throw. He's got Eckler.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Now Herbert.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Herbert going to throw.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they're able to stop it here on the spike with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This from 51 yards for the win. It's on target, and it's good. From 51 yards out, he drills it. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Miami. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Rolling to his right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Here we go. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Yellow, go, black shot. White. Ready?
On first down, Tagovailoa.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
On the ready.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
10 seconds.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Out to his left. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw.
Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. Finding room at midfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Flush to his right.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 29, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? A give up the middle to Dobbins. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds or kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
119 yards on the ground here for Dobbins. And a first down coming up. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Gus Edwards
from 3 yards out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And that's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.